Welcome to the channel. Let's quickly talk about some interesting games we watched today. The likes of Barcelona versus Atleti with some controversial calls, and Arsenal getting knocked out by a Division 2 side, Southampton, and Liverpool getting humiliated, humbled by Erling Haaland and Manchester City by 4 goals, and Real Madrid, the almighty Real Madrid, losing by 4 goals. Sorry, losing by 2 goals to 1 at Mallorca soon, right? Let's pretty much start with the Arsenal's game. With Arsenal, they were doing everything in the first half, right? Just to concede in the dying moment of this in the first half, right? But with this results, right, that Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. Just last week, Arsenal were competing for all the four trophies, right? But currently, they are left with two. This defeat might end up breaking them down for the rest of the season, right? Now, all they need is the psychological edge to continue the season because this is a huge loss, right? You are not talking about losing to maybe Liverpool or losing to Manchester United currently, or losing to Manchester City, or losing to the likes of Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, right? You lost to a Division 2 team. Do you know how insane that is? You are on top of the Premier League, and somehow, some way, you considered 2 goals against a Division 2 side. That's not even the crazy part. You managed to score 1 goal from Victor Gyökeres, right? That's insane, right? I'm not saying it's an impossible thing that they did, but this is football. Everything happens, right? But this is not meant to be because Arsenal are supposed to be the title contenders, not the likes of Southampton, right? Right now, Southampton are through to the semis, right? They are right now dreaming of Wembley because of Arsenal's shambolic performance, right? Conceding 2 unnecessary goals. But it's like this Arsenal, right now, I am starting to believe that Arsenal can definitely bottle this league again because of this defeat, right? This is a deal breaker. This defeat is a deal breaker because this defeat can hunt the players down, including the manager. Their psychological doctors need to wake up. It's like they need to work hard. Their psychological doctors need to work extremely hard to keep them focused until the end of the season, right? Away from that, let's talk about the Liverpool humiliation by Manchester City, right? By Erling Haaland and Ryan Cherki. Even before I start this Manchester City's game, Ryan Cherki, after he was subbed off in this game, he I didn't know how they swapped the shirts, right? But he had Hugo Ekitike's shirt that he went on that he wanted to put it on, or let me say he even put it on, right? Just for someone to tell him to take it off because we are in the middle of the game. Mind you, the game is not even over. Ryan Cherki, I personally think he's doing it for the media, right? This guy is a true. That's how I see him personally. He's a true because even in the middle of the game today, when he was on the pitch, he had the ball and suddenly he left the ball there and started working. It's like he even forgot that he was playing football. Like he was out. Hi, Ryan Cherki. This guy will be tormenting England for many years to come, right? Ryan Cherki is the definition of if Messi had played in the Premier League, Messi would have broken every single record there is, right? Messi Messi would even score more goals, right, as compared to he was at Laliga, or even break more records, or even get more Ballon d'Ors than he did in La Liga. Because at this point, I don't see the hype of the Premier League again. Yes, it's the best league in the world as compared to the other uh, leagues, but come on, see how Ryan Cherky is toying with you guys. With you guys, mind you, Ryan Cherky is not a PC player, or it's not a player with an enormous strength. All he uses is he uses 90% of his IQ and 10% of his strength. That's Ryan Cherky for you, right? Away from that, Erling Haaland got a hat trick, right? Got a penalty and a beautiful header as well. And it seems like I've forgotten the other goal. And Antoine Semenyo also got a goal there, right? Right now, I think the football has left Mohamed Salah, right? The football has officially left Mohamed Salah because I, I think this season Mohamed Salah has been the shadow of himself, right? Because even the last time, I've forgotten the penalty he missed the other time. I've forgotten the team he was playing against. The moment the camera was on the face of Mohamed Salah, you could see or you could tell that there is something wrong with Mohamed Salah, right? And even today, Mohamed Salah had a 1v1 chance which he missed and also got a penalty which he missed. It's like Mohamed Salah. The good thing is Mohamed Salah has not renewed his contract and has already informed the club that he'll be leaving at the end of the season. I think that's the greatest thing he can do for himself right now. And I thought he should have left last season with a higher note than leaving this season with these scrappy performances of him. Right? And the likes of Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike is brilliant on the ball, right? He's good with his dribbles, his link-up plays, and all other stuffs, right? But I think he's a striker. He should be focusing on scoring more goals, more than always waiting for Florian Wirtz to get close to him, to give him the ball and to try to link up play with him. Sometimes Mohamed Salah will be open wide and other players will be there. He's always not willing to give them the ball. He's always waiting for what's it called? Florian Wirtz to give him the ball, right? Enough being said about Liverpool, but I think after this game, Arne Slot should be sacked, right? Because there's no reason why Arne Slot is still in this team, right? Maybe you, the Liverpool fans, or you, the Arne Slot fans, can give me a reason why he's still in this Liverpool team, right? Because you can't tell the style of play, the style of football he's playing right now. Not his players, all his players are performing very badly. Right now, it seems like it's only 3 players that are performing in his team. Soboslai, Hugo Ekitike, and Florian Wirtz. Right now, Liverpool are something else, right? And they deserve to be kicked out of the FA Cup. Manchester City are ahead. And let's come to the La Liga. Real Madrid. Real Madrid. It's like what happened today? What the hell happened today? It's like since the first minute to the dying minutes, there was no sense of urgency in the Real Madrid squad, right? In the Real Madrid players. And first of all, how was that lineup that Abelewa made today? It's like he brought in a Castilla boy. Was he playing the right mid or the right winger? And also started Kamavinga instead of Thiago Pitach, who has been playing really, really well for the past couple of games, right? And Vini was on the bench today, and Mapi was starting, right? I think this is the biggest task that Abelua faces, right? With the likes of Mapi and Bellingham being back from injury, you have to fix them in this team because you can't keep them on the bench. In the first half, anytime the camera was switched to Jude Bellingham's face, you can see how furious he is, right? And currently, Jude Bellingham is one of the important figures in the Real Madrid setup right now because he was brought in for a huge amount of money and he had a very, very beautiful season, or should I say a Ballon d'Or season, when he came in on his first season, right? Which I remember that season very well, which he almost killed Barcelona. But that one aside, Mallorca played very, very well today, right? Forget about Real Madrid had a very poor performance today. Mallorca was very, very brilliant, especially that Lumumbu or whatever that striker's name is, right? Alongside Moriki, Fidat Moriki. And that guy who scored the goal, I've forgotten his name, I think. That guy missed the big chance before scoring that goal. It's like Mallorca was very, very much in this game. And I saw a couple of times that some Real Madrid players should have been yellow carded, especially Camavinga and Chouameni, which they weren't. But I'm not here to talk about the officiating because this La Liga officiating this season or from last season has been something else, right? I think Abelua always he blames himself that he used to be blamed for this Real Madrid loss. At this point, this Real Madrid squad need the likes of Zidane, who can command the dressing room, right? Because you can't tell what these players want to do. And always it's been Thibaut Courtois who has been bailing them out the entire time, right? And right now they've slipped, and Barcelona got their victory against Atletico Madrid. It's very, very, very much controversies in that game. Right now, Barcelona are 7 points clear the La Liga table, and let's talk about that game. Firstly, the officiating was very, very poor, right? From start to the end. It's like that referee was very, very poor today. If the referee was a player, you would have been saying he had a stinker, right? Because in the first half, the kind of tackles that the Atletico players were going into was very, very insane, right? Because all they had in mind was that we have a game against Barcelona in the Champions League. So let's try to get their players injured, which they succeeded in some time with two players because Bernal was out injured, which I was very, very sad about, and Araujo is also out injured, which I personally don't care about that one. But with this, the Atletico Madrid, it's like I feel they should have had at least 3 to 4, 5 yellow cards in the first half because the kind of tackles they were going into in the first half was something else, right? And the referee also allowed them to do whatever they want to do, right? And Lamine Yamal was very, very brilliant today. I saw some rating apps gave him a 6.8. Really, are we really doing this? You can see that superb performance from Lamine Yamal today. He was creating chance after chances, which the likes of familiar persons were missing it, and he was dribbling. It's like there is no wonder that Nico Gonzalez guy got a red card because he had enough of Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal was tormenting that guy on that flank, right? And the likes of Rashford. You see, this has been the problem of Rashford. He can dribble very, very, very well, right? Anytime he dribbles, his end product is very, very poor. Even though he got a goal today, right? If his end product was very, very good today, we would have scored at least 2 or 3 goals in the first half alone. Because this guy had some open like spaces that he could have done something good with the ball, but anytime he dribbles, either he plays the ball to the corner side or it's like the athletic players take it away from him, right? Which he got a very, very important goal which contributed in us winning this game today. And let's talk about Joao Cancelo. It's like this is the most unexpected good transfer that we've ever made in our history, or should I say we've made in the past couple of years, because in the summer or in the winter transfer window, we wanted a left-footed centre back, right? Which that idea of playing Gerard Martin as the left centre back was in Hans Flick's head, which he has tried him a couple of times, which has been working so far. And some way, somehow, all we saw was Joao Cancelo is coming to Barcelona. Everything has been agreed, deal done. He's coming to Barcelona for a loan fee of, I think, around 4 million or something, right? And this guy gets into this team. His first match, he was very, very poor. But after that first match, this guy has been brilliant upon. He has been giving brilliant performances upon brilliant performances, right? The likes of Balde have been getting injured with some bad performances, right? And this guy has been balling out from the left back as well as the right back. But today, the our win today was entirely on him, right? On especially on his flank. Lami Yamal did his part. Pedro was doing his part by swerving the ball through the athletic players, and Gavi came in as well, which I was very, very pleased with it. It was a decent performance because Atleti were already a man down, which they sometimes threw men forward, right? But they were not going all in like they had 11 men on the pitch, right? With this 3 points, and I almost forgot to talk about the uh, Atletico Madrid's goalkeeper Juan Musso. This guy has been tormenting Real Madrid for the past 2 games or 3 games because that 4-0 defeat that we had at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano. This guy wanted to save the world itself from the sun because every ball Barcelona played, this guy saved everything, right? Every shot on target, this guy saved everything. Even the goal we got today, the winner we got today was a lucky goal. It was Joao Cancelo who dribbled the first player and the second player and had the shot which the keeper pointed out, or I think it hit his body, which the Lewandowski was even standing here somewhere. He didn't know. He didn't know the ball was coming to hit him. He was just standing there. The ball hit him and entered into the net, which we got our lead to win this game, right? To get our 3 points. A very, very lucky win for us today. I've already talked about the officiating, but let's know what you learned about this Saturday's fixtures, right? And Chelsea as well got a 7-0 victory against Port Valley. Port Valley isn't that much of a team that it should be surprising for Chelsea to score them 7, right? But let me know your shocker this Saturday, and let me know whatever you think about these fixtures we've talked about and what's your thoughts on everything you want to talk about. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Peace out.